Good morning, children. I am Isaac T. Prakash, your English teacher. Today, we shall start the first chapter of Class 11 English textbook, namely the Hornbill. You may just keep a notebook and pen in front of you. Chapter 1. The Portrait of a Lady. This is a story written by Khushwant Singh. The word portrait means a painting or picture of a person. In this lesson, the author Khushwant Singh pays a glorious tribute to his grandmother. So, this is a biographical sketch of his grandmother by her own grandson. Khushwant Singh is a well-known Indian English writer hailing from Punjab. He was also a journalist, columnist, and political commentator. Train to Pakistan is his masterpiece novel. In this story, Portrait of a Lady, the author draws a pen portrait of his grandma. He beautifully unfolds his relationship with his grandmother and describes how it undergoes changes. His grandma was his mentor, guide, and the person who influenced him greatly in molding his personality. This story realistically tells how his grandma devoted her time, give her attention and love in upbringing Khushwant Singh. Khushwant Singh's grandmother is described as an extremely religious person. She used to tell the beads of her rosary most of the time inside their village house. She was a very kind lady who shared her room with the young Khushwant Singh when he was a schoolboy. She is described as a short, fat, and slightly bent lady. Khushwant Singh reminds of the days of his relationship with his grandmother very vividly in this story. He remembers both his grandfather and grandmother in this lesson. For nearly 20 years, he found the appearance of his grandmother as old and wrinkled. He could not imagine himself that his grandmother had been once a very young and pretty lady. This thought was so revolting for him that it caused discomfort to his mind or disturbed him very much. The author's grandfather's portrait hung on the wall of the drawing room. His grandfather had a big turban, loose clothes, and looked at least 100 years old. Khushwant Singh's grandmother is described as having silvery hair scattered over her wrinkled face.